We're at the 2011 Farm Science Review. I'm Ty Higgins for the Ohio AgNet, joined by Bill Mullen. He is the Director of Agronomic Services with Seed Consultants Incorporated. First of all, Bill, talk about you guys and your exhibit here at the Farm Science Review. A lot to look at and a lot to choose from as far as hybrids for 2012.
Yeah, you know, we have top of our line hybrids out here, mostly a lot of our high volume movers and that, all the way from a 100-day corn all the way up to 115-day hybrids and that. And really when you look at it, there's still going to be some areas, and we've already walked these fields and that and looking at them and seeing where we are going to have good yields.
Ahead of the technology, Seed Consultants is all the time, and Pancho Verde is something you wanted to talk about. Talk to us about what that is and how we're kind of in a trial and error situation there.
New seed treatment that can be applied to corn, giving us the protection, 10x insecticide from the Pancho 1250, as well as the controlling nematodes in corn, which I believe a lot of people don't know if they have the issue or not. All right, it costs a little bit to go ahead and put it on there. We've seen issues, especially on the gravel, the coarse type soils like the sand or so, where we've had significant yield losses in that from that insect in that, and really for that protection of the insect as well as the biological control of the nematodes, it's a win-win situation.
I know from a yield standpoint, you never talk about adding yield to a product. The yields are going to be there. It just loses yield. So what do you think we can save as far as yield goes with this particular product?
2 years ago, I ran a test or several strips, and I was picking up anywhere from 6 to 10 bushel increases anywhere where I used the Pancho Verde. And it was very significant. And the gentleman whose farm we had it last year on here in 2011 ordered all his corn with that treatment, because it showed to him that he was losing yield out there, and this is one thing there that really concerned him.
I want to turn to soybeans, because 2011, as I mentioned, a challenging growing season, but the soybeans really kind of held their own, didn't they, Bill?
Yeah, it's really surprising that, and I truly believe that you look at August rains going into September, growing conditions were a lot more favorable for soybeans than they were for corn. All right, granted today it's cool out here, it's cloudy. We need the heat. We need to get back to 70s and 80s to get this crop to mature. And I do believe the yields are going to be out there. It's going to be a surprise for some of these people, but we got to get the crop to mature. All right, and it's going to probably take mid-October for some of these fields, for the mid-group threes to the full season threes, and that in order to go ahead and be safe. Kind
of the same message we had for producers as far as the corn crop, patience.
Oh, most definitely. The only thing about the patience, Ty, is that as soon as we get black layer, we got to have the plan, and the plan is when we hit that 22 to 24%, we need to get that crop off the field. We've had so many stresses this year, from too much water early to where it literally dried up, the spigot dried off and that, okay? And then we had hail, and we've had wind. Okay, we've had issues with the roots and that, and pollination issues and that, and all these things combined together really, are affecting our corn crop today. There is going to be some good yields out there, and we've seen it even in this drought conditions and that. But the big thing is we got to get it out of the field first and into the bins so the customers have grain to sell.
Bill Mullen is the Director of Agronomic Services for Seed Consultants Incorporated. Find out more about him online at seedconsultants.com. From the 2011 Farm Science Review, I'm Ty Higgins reporting for the Ohio AgNet.